Oh gosh. Just checking my microphone's working. Okay, cool. Welcome, Aquarius. It is so lovely to have you all here. This is going to be a rest of February's prediction reading for you. I did live stream it, so if there's a bit of an awkward couple of seconds in the beginning or at the end, that's why. But for those who are able to join live, welcome. Thank you for being here. Before I get into it, whether you're watching live or after I've posted it on YouTube, please set your intentions as the viewer. I highly recommend that you set an intention of clarity, informational guidance that you're hoping to receive from this reading. And I'm going to set my intentions as your reader. Spirit, please tune me into Aquarius's energies. Please help me offer Aquarius the most clear, honest messages for their rest of February's predictions. Thank you, Spirit. Now, I've been a chatterbox. I've been talking way too much. And I do have our March predictions coming up soon in about a week and a half. So I'm hoping that I can be more concise for you in preparation for that long live stream. Let's hope for concise, clear, but helpful messages. Spirit, what can Aquarius expect for the month of February? Wowzers. Okay, that's pretty concise. 3 cards. At the back of the deck is the solar eclipse energy. So straight away, chatterbox, third house. I'm seeing clarity, communication. Your communication before the end of the month is especially important. This is for networking. So it's feeling like it's communication with colleagues, with acquaintances, with friends. Yeah, you're getting your social needs met before the end of the month. You could be busier than you usually are. Receiving surprising communication with solar eclipse, a message from somebody you haven't heard from in a while, a letter, an invitation, that kind of stuff, something that requires an RSVP for some of you. It's even giving wax seal, wedding invitation vibes. But you guys could be needing to make sure that you are ready for that. Are you ready to be social, Aquarius? I think the last time I read for you, you weren't really feeling that social. All right, let's have a look. Ascendant card reversed. We also have Stellium upright. These are your key themes, and I'm going to elaborate on them with tarot, but they kind of tell us what you're likely to experience before the end of the month. We have Taurus. I do like to see Taurus for you. Taurus tells me that regardless of how social you're being, you're still taking care of yourself, which is beautiful, and you're feeling pampered. Some of you are getting extra attention, extra attention from loved ones, which feels really lovely. A pamper day or a self-care day. This feels really rare for you, like a massage. You haven't had a massage in months, or a haircut. You haven't had your haircut in months. Something like that is happening before the end of the month. And it's a symbol of you being able to prioritize yourself with everything else that you've got going on. So let's start with that Taurus energy then. Spirit, what is this Taurus theme about for my Aquariuses? For those who are watching this reading, what can they expect before the end of February with this Taurus energy? Yeah, it's definitely about self. What else can you tell us, Spirit? We have the Page of Swords reversed. I'm hearing do not disturb mode. Yeah. Take some time off regularly. Set boundaries. Especially in your daily routine. Block out your calendar or your turn your phone on do not disturb. You know, just for 30 minutes to stick to this personal goal you've set for yourself. It could be about meditating for some of you, breath work. This is a daily thing that you need to do to help yourself feel grounded and to incorporate you time in your busier moments. Do not disturb mode with Page of Swords. 3 of Swords is showing up upright. that we're doing this because we need to. Maybe a loved one's even said, Aquarius, I'm really worried about you. You know, can you please take better care of yourself? We're doing this because we need to. It's a bit hard. You guys may feel guilty, or you may feel like this is a serious conversation that you need to have with somebody about your future ongoing. The Three of Swords to me is expanding your future, but in order to do that, you have to have a difficult conversation about the future with someone who has very different views. So you and this other person, you feel like you have different ideas, different views for the future. Could be a boss, could be a partner, a romantic partner, business partner, a colleague who you are very close with. Maybe the two of you work the same shift and you feel a little uncomfortable having to say like, hey, you know, just 30 minutes today, I'm going to need time to pray, or I'm going to need time to just meditate, or I have to do this appointment, or I've got this class on every day and I'm going to need time off regularly. You have to communicate it because it's in your best interest for your future, but it's not in the best interest of this other person. So it feels a bit confrontational, but also uncomfortable. We have the Four of Cups. It's really important you prioritize this though. You think that not only is this good for your needs, but it's also good for your well-being. You're feeling like your routine's becoming boring and mundane, and it's hard for you to stay connected to what you're doing, which is really important for Aquariuses. Whether you're pushing trolleys or signing off on people's mortgages, you know, you have to feel like your work is important to you. You have to feel like there's a reason why you're doing it. So if you're not feeling connected to your daily routine, this is you finding little moments to do just that. With the Four of Cups upright, we need to create emotional balance. You may also just be feeling dysregulated. It may feel like you just need time to just zen, right? You don't want to feel anything. You just want to be zen, content. Work could be getting busier. Your personal life could be getting busier. Things are just, you don't want to feel anything. Look at the imagery on that card. This person is just blissfully sitting in the desert with an umbrella, you know, looking at the expansive horizon, unfazed, unbothered. You need time in your regular routine to be just that, unfazed, unbothered, not completely contactable. Yeah, unfazed, unbothered. Let's have a look at stellium next. I usually work this way to that way, but we'll do it the other way. What is happening with stellium for Aquarius spirit? I just want to talk intuitively. I feel like this is about things coming together, especially with the way that the planets align on this card. Stellium for me is an influx of energy as all of these planets come together. It can feel challenging. It can feel overwhelming. There's a lot of different things to consider. All these planets have their own input, they have their own way of disrupting the energy, of contributing to the energy. So it can feel like we're juggling a lot. We're having to really make sure that everything is in perfect balance, is how I would describe it. It could feel like you're juggling a lot of big personalities, a lot of big tasks, a lot's happening at once. I'm hearing when it rains, it pours. But let's see what tarot can tell us. We have the Queen of Swords coming out for you upright. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about this stellium energy? We have the Queen of Pentacles, two queens. Love to see it. I think the kings can be really strategic and diplomatic, but the queens are very perceptive and a little bit more accessible than the kings. So it's interesting. You guys seem to be coming across as very accessible. Two queens. Sorry, guys. I know that this shows up on the mic and it's the worst sound, but lately, after doing these live streams so many days in a row, my body just needs to purge. That's what that is. And it happens with my leaky eye. It happens with my nose. Did I talk about the bottom deck being the Eight of Wands? I don't think I did. Eight of Wands reversed is your bottom deck energy. So here's what I'm seeing. The queens are perceptive. The Queen of Swords is observing information, observes actions, observes nuances, subtleties. the little movements, the little eye contact, the subtle gestures and body languages, really like paying close attention to details with a very observant sort of, view, I guess. The Queen of Pentacles is perceptive through the way that she manages the people that she's responsible for, the other responsibilities that she has, the assets she's responsible for, the resources she has. There's a perception of knowing how to juggle these things effectively, to not only tick boxes, but to manage capacity. I see the Queen of Pentacles as a really good leader, a really good manager, because this is someone that stays connected to the grassroots, right? The frontline workers, while also making sure that the operations are functioning well. This is a perceptive person who can take care of logistics well, is how I see my Queen of Pentacles, a really good manager who's still approachable. The Queen of Swords upright is still approachable, but I don't know, there's a lot more intimidating energy there. So how does this fit into the rest of February for you? With the Eight of Wands at the back of the deck, this makes me think that there is clashes happening around you. This card reversed indicates a lot of energy, not a lot of purpose. We have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of input, we have a lot of passion, we've got a lot of maybe people involved in this, but we're just not able to make anything out of it. There's no movement. It's not progressing. And because of that, we're feeling frustrated. This area of your life is very challenging because there seems to be a lot of other people involved. And like those two queens, you're being very observant. You're trying to manage the situation as best as you can, handling your responsibilities, listening to other people's needs, and maintaining a sense of composure and grace with these two queens. But you're frustrated. There could be a professional aspect to this too, where you feel like you have to maintain a professional reputation with these two queens. But truth be told, when it comes down to it, things aren't moving forward, and that's frustrating for you. With the Three of Wands reversed, you're at the point where you're like, do I even keep doing this? Is it time to redirect my energy, my focus into another horizon? I'm kind of at the point with this Three of Wands where I feel like I've been waiting so long. Not only am I wasting precious time, but I'm also feeling burnt out creatively. I don't really want to do this anymore. It feels like I'm just having to do this. So what is this about, Spirit? Can we get any more specific for Aquarius? I mean, you might know, sweet souls, but I just want to know. Whoa, the Queen of Wands just knocked the Queen of Pentacles out of the way. That is crazy. And now the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. Too many people. It's a competitive feeling. The Queen of Wands, what is this about with the Tower? It's a situation where you feel like you have to compete. You feel like you're having to really stand out, but it's very dysfunctional. Whatever this is not good. Like it's not, it's chaotic. It's destructive. It's like things change really quickly. Information moves fast. It makes me think of like an ER environment, right? Where like, if you're not there the whole time, you're out of the loop, right? And as soon as you come in, you're coming into a chaotic environment where things change really quickly. The seriousness of things change really quickly, and you just have to adapt. You have to take that with grace because it's known that the ER is like this. So you're given a certain amount of compassion, but at the end of the day, you signed up for this, is what it feels like. So I think, honestly, what is happening here, Spirit? Why would you like them with the Three of Wands reversed to react that way? Or why are they reacting that way? Maybe this isn't divine intervention. Maybe this is conscious intervention. So however chaotic the situation is, With the Knight of all these Wands cards reversed, your passion for this is burning out. Truth be told, you can take this on pretty well, whatever this chaos is. You're really good at handling it or reacting to it, but that doesn't mean it's what you want to do. I'm seeing you handling this situation practically, intelligently, right? Using your book smarts and your experience and your skills, but passionately, you're not in this. You're wanting more. So this stellium is before the end of February. It's kind of cementing what you're good at in a practical way, but it's highlighting deficits in a passionate way. I don't see you doing much about this. I feel like the point of this part of your reading is to highlight that you're not satisfied. And in terms of your energy, you want more. This is intense to read. Like every time I try to clarify it, it just gets more chaotic. But your energy is having a hard time connecting with this. And when I look at the Knight of Wands reversed, the Three of Wands reversed, the Queen of Wands upright, it makes me think that you're being called in a new direction. Your sense of purpose, as well as your creative energy, your passion is calling you in a new direction. And this was exciting for a time, but in order for you to continue to grow and to embrace all aspects of you, you need to be able to focus on other areas of your life or on other passions. And you're noticing that before the end of February. Even though you're good at this, it's not what you want. So your creative side needs more of an outlet. This could be just you having more time for hobbies, but you have to feel like there's a strong sense of purpose to it. You've kind of not getting that spark from this, even though you're really good at it. Okay, let's move forward. Let's have a look at Ascendant reverse now. Spirit, what can you tell them about Ascendant reverse? What is this theme? We have the Four of Swords in the upright position. What is this Ascendant theme? We also have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands was at the back of the deck. Don't mind me while I just wipe my leaky eye, sweet souls, because wowzers. All right. Two of Wands. I like that we have the World card, the World on this card, sorry. The Two of Wands to me is about planning. It's about taking that initial passion or that initial interest of the Ace of Wands and really turning it into something. With Ascendant reversed, these plans are centered around how you see yourself and how you want others to see you. You want people to see you in a different way than what you're currently projecting. It's like you need to change your avatar. You're trying to upgrade your avatar in the game we call life, right? So you're questioning your identity here a little bit, and you're trying to find a new way to play the game of life. This could include travel. I think there's a part of you that wants to get out of your community, that wants to get out of your city, that wants to just experience things in a different way and look at how people live in a different way. This is scheming though. Before the end of February, it's putting in the plans and getting a bit excited about the idea of getting out of your city. I don't think it's going to happen before the end of February because I'm seeing the Four of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. More than likely, before the end of the month, you're going to set a new financial goal that can give you these experiences, and you're going to start putting money away with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Maybe looking at ways to boost your income and to start saving money. You could even consider picking up a side job or some sort of side hustle, or even just trying to find a job, looking online, trying to see, what else is out there. The goal here is to get out of your current environment and to try to find the new experiences that you feel is going to be a good fit for your avatar, as we're putting it. because you want that for yourself, but you're also very aware of how other people are seeing you right now. And I honestly think you have a good reputation professionally, or at least you come across as someone who can really handle things under pressure with this stellium energy. So it's really up to you. I don't think you're doing this proactively for the Four of Swords to be there. You're doing this as a solution to how you're feeling, but you're not, you know, chasing it. You're not forcing it to happen, is what it feels like. Alrighty, that's what I'm seeing for you. Those are the themes. Those are the key predictions. I just want to pack this up. I am going to ask about love, but I also just want to get advice from your higher self real quick, because I feel you calling out to a higher power, but I just want to kind of bridge that connection a little bit in those moments where you feel like you need a little bit more direction. All right, Spirit. What advice does my Aquarius's higher self have for them before the end of the month? Okay, we have the 5 reversed. The 5 is a number in this deck, so it's kind of a little bit more open-ended in my opinion than the other cards, because it can be interpreted so broadly. For you, the 5 does feel like being stuck on the precipice of change. It's like you can see that things could change and how helpful things could be if you did instigate change. Your higher self is calling for you to feel a bit more confident before you instigate changes to your lifestyle, only because the way that you are feeling is likely to be somewhat temporary, and maybe in 2 weeks' time, you know, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You do need to address the symptoms though. Your higher self is saying, with this card showing up, the way that you are feeling is a symptom of something that needs to be changed, but maybe those changes don't have to be so drastic. Maybe we can, like that Taurus theme was saying, implement small changes regularly to our routine to help us feel a little bit more comfortable with what we're coping and what we're going through right now. So consider that first. It's likely that there's a lot of moving parts. So it's like your higher self is saying, really think about this before you change it, because I think that some of these things are temporary and it's going to get better without you needing to implement significant changes. Is there anything else their higher self wants them to know with this 5 reversed? Yeah, I'm just hearing it's going to get better. I'm just hearing like it's going to get better, especially with the 3rd house. I think communication would take you a long way, sweet soul. Venting how you feel would take a long way. Addressing things through formal communication will take you a long way. Written things like email, letters, and keeping in contact with people that make you feel good, people that you miss, people who bring the sunshine with them, right? Those warm people in your life who really make you feel good. Keeping in contact with them is going to go a long way for the rest of February. Yeah, I feel like the path that you're on still has a strong sense of purpose. We've just lost that spark for it. We're just not feeling it. So your higher self is actually calling for you to be a bit patient with the situation and stay connected to loved ones to help. Let's have a look at your love life now to wrap up your reading. Spirit, what is happening in love for Aquariuses before the end of the month? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups upright. Love it. It's a good indicator in love, a new beginning. I'm even hearing celebrating somebody else's new beginning in love. We have the Hierophant. And we also have the Queen of Cups, which is reversed. At the back of the deck is the Empress upright. So let's have a look. We have two Taurus cards. So that theme, those Taurus themes, is impacting your love life. I think you taking care of yourself helps you show up as a better person in terms of a romantic partner. You may also see your love interest modeling these things to you and making you want to take better care of yourself. However, taking care of yourself gives you that strong sense of self and value and abundance that you're needing in order to feel confident in your love life. So let's cover all bases. We're going to start with singles. For the single Aquariuses who aren't currently dealing with anyone, you may be developing a crush for someone, or someone may be developing a crush for you. There is a new beginning here in love, which is making you rethink the way that you've been living up until this moment, just in the ways of priorities, the ways of commitments. You're trying to think about how a relationship would fit into your life. You're thinking of love in a practical way as you have these emotions and this desire for connection really form. It's making you question whether you can settle for something unconventional right now, because that would fit a lot better into your life and that would work a lot better with your other priorities. With the Queen of Cups reversed, you're not wanting to rush this process. You're not intending on getting into anything serious right now. If you're a single Aquarius, you're more so just waiting to see how you feel with time. You're also holding back a little bit. So you may be purposefully looking for something more casual or just easygoing, because you feel like you need to focus on yourself. And it's coming from a way of self-growth. Maybe you are trying to see this as a positive thing because of what you went through previously in love, in your last experience. Or maybe you're just like, you know what, I don't know. I've got other goals. I've got other responsibilities. I don't know how I feel about getting into a commitment, a serious relationship right now. If you're single, it does feel like with the Queen of Cups reversed, you're trying not to let your feelings distract you. You're trying not to let a crush or an attraction distract you, which is why the Queen of Cups, I think, is reversed. If you're in a situationship, it feels like your feelings for this person have developed. If they've already been in your life, they have developed. You're in denial a little bit. You're doing what you can to stay grounded, which is what we saw with that Taurus energy. You're trying to create practical little distractions and goals for yourself to help you stay grounded, because the situationship is dysfunctional. And with the Hierophant card reversed, you don't want to test it. You feel like it isn't quite stable, but that's not a bad thing. I think that the Hierophant is reversed to say, for my situationship people, you're really trying to make the most out of the flexibility, and you're hoping that it continues to be something with this freshness, this funness, this excitement of the Ace of Pentacles. You don't want to take it too seriously, but I think that for the Queen of Cups to show up here, if you're in a situationship, you do have serious feelings, sweet soul. Hi, Melissa, welcome. I think you care a little bit more than you think you do. And I think that, yeah, we're just trying not to focus on that. For those who are in relationships, there is a focus to look after yourself, which could be modeled by your partner. Your partner may be showing you that it's time to really look after yourself with how busy everything is. I think there is still a new beginning in this relationship, an opportunity here for you to kind of break down the structure of your relationship a little bit and shift priorities and set new goals together, and maybe create individual routines that help your relationship feel stronger. And it's going to be about taking care of yourself, making sure that your own personal goals are being addressed so that you feel like a secure individual in this connection. It feels like you're pulling back the layers of your relationship a little bit and restructuring it to suit your other goals, your other focuses. I do think for the Hierophant card to be reversed, you're a bit distracted in love, Aquarius. It's not a main priority. And with the Queen of Cups reversed, you're a little unsettled by how you're feeling. If you're in a relationship, there are feelings that you're having that you're not confident communicating yet. And you're just kind of checking in with your partner, trying to figure out, well, you know, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Instead of really tuning into your own feelings. It's a bit of deflection happening here. And I do think that the end of this month projects some heavy stuff onto you, and you don't want to project that onto your partner if you're in a relationship. So you could be internalizing some of the stuff you're going through, waiting until the storm passes, and then intending on communicating. You could also be venting to friends rather than your partner because you don't want to put too much strain on your romantic relationship, but your partner just sees it as you kind of pulling back and being a little bit more emotionally removed. You're not confiding in them as much as you usually do. And they see it respectfully as you trying to take care of yourself, but they feel like you're being emotionally removed, a little bit emotionally distant. So that's what I'm seeing for you, sweet souls. I think that those Taurus themes are healthy. I think that if you're in a long-term relationship, your partner would prefer for you to take care of yourself. They knew what they were getting into with an Aquarius. Good ways not to not to invalidate their feelings, but you do better once you are able to, yeah, look after yourself while also getting your humanitarian streak fixed by helping those around you. So I think that's all I have for you, sweet soul. I think that's all I can see for you. I could talk for ages, let's be honest. I've been on that energy, but we're going to cut it there. I hope this is enough for the end of February in terms of information, clarity, and some guidance. It's been a pleasure to read for you. I wish you all the best on your journey moving forward. Until we meet again, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your road ahead. Hopefully I get to see you in the March predictions, which I'll be putting up in about a week and a half's time. We'll see. But until then, bye.